Howdy, Tommy from Tankvisions here. Today we're going to tell you a little bit about this aquarium that we're in the process of restarting. So the prior Aquascape had no rocks secured and it had a lot of exposed plumbing that was no longer in use. So we took this opportunity to restart the aquarium and give it a fresh look. We went with a reef slope theme for this aquarium because it's relatively tall compared to how deep it is. It was very important for us to hide all of the equipment as best as we could, so we went with an engineered aquascape using carob sea arches and a number of different cements to get the look that we wanted out of the aquarium. It's very open, but it still has a lot of great habitat for fish and coral. The scape is supported by 6 pieces of 1-inch thick acrylic that are 3 inches wide that we created into an L-shaped lattice that goes up against the back of the aquarium and along the bottom. We used silicone and marine sealant 5200 to secure it to the back, and we have 3/16 stainless steel bolts coming out to support a few very important keystone rocks. From there, we're able to build off using epoxy putty, super glue, and E-Marco cement to create these really large, kind of almost impossible looking arches that are still extremely strong. So it's really important when you're doing an aquascape to, one, listen to the rock to make sure that it looks natural, but to try and find a natural flow. And that was really necessary with this aquarium. And what I'm talking about here is you see how the aquascape swoops and then everything is in a almost continuous line, which is going to draw your eye from one part of the aquarium to another, makes it look a lot more visually interesting. Even when it's a relatively simple scape like this that doesn't have any, very impressive features. We're housing an eel in this aquarium, so we put a large cave system at the bottom, and so this tunnel here has the illusion of connecting as one solid tunnel all the way through here, and then also to the front here. And then from the right angles, it looks like it just continues out beyond the aquarium, which is something that we're really happy with. So the zebra moray eel was very much in mind when we were designing this aquascape, and he should be right at home. So to create flow in this aquarium, we have one very large power head that's situated behind that structure there. And this power head is blowing a ton of water straight down onto a pile of rock rubble. And the flow goes down, hits the rock rubble, and then kind of randomly shoots out towards the front of the tank, creating a really nice upwelling. And this is going to help to keep the parts of the aquarium that we can't very easily get in and clean and free of waste and fish poop as it's pushing it through back up towards the top of the aquarium and into the overflow teeth so it can get filtered out by the filter. We're really happy with how this aquarium came out. The engineered hardscape gave us a lot of freedom to create really interesting habitat. The eel is going to be very happy, as will the owners, whose #1 complaint was that they could never see it. And then there's tons of other fish that are going to be calling this tank home that are going to be really happy with these structures. Bob, the Bourbonius anthias, we imagine is going to really like this vertical wall here. A number of fairy wrasses and anthias will call this tank home, and the way that the flow randomly moves across the reef structure is going to stimulate their natural behaviors and feeding habits. So stay tuned. We're going to be adding fish within the next week, maybe 2 weeks. We'll see how long it takes to cycle. And thanks for watching.